If you do drop it off, you can check your repair status online. Ocala Mac and PC Repair is a family-owned and operated company that can do everything from mobile repair to wireless networks, fixing viruses, data recovery, even building and installing new systems. Visit online at ocalamacpc.com. In person, 1713 East Silver Springs Boulevard, or give them a call, 352-566-8324. That's 352-566-8324. Ocala Mac and PC Repair.
All right, 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see if I have anything on the weather at all. Whatever it is, it's going to be better than it was, right?
Yeah, I would say.
Whatever it is, it's going to be better than it was. All right, right now it's 73 degrees, and we are still under a tornado watch, and we are still under a hurricane watch, and hurricane warning, actually. Now, if you're listening in Ocala and you're wondering how could that be since it passed us already, that's because we broadcast to the areas that are still in that hurricane watch. But here in Ocala, Marion County, we are under a tornado watch for sure. The rest of the day looks like the chance of rain drops to like 30%. So just so you know that. And we are, still keeping an eye on that other hurricane called Jose. Mm-hmm. It looked like it was going to be no problem, and then all of a sudden it decided to take a U-turn.
Yeah.
Turn around in the ocean, and it's coming this way. But maybe not. We're not sure about that. All right, you had posted on Facebook a number, Robin, and we did call it to see if they could come on the air, and they said they would call back. The number is 369-7500. This is the information line, 369-7500. In order to better serve the citizens of Marion County, we need your help to help the Communications Center. If you are wanting to report any non-life-threatening storm damage, call the Citizens Information Line at 369-7500 instead of 911. However, if there's a life-threatening emergency, call 911, obviously, and call us to share it with us so that we can share it with other listeners, and Robin will also share it on Facebook as well. So how are you anyway? We haven't heard from Galen. I know his wife is a nurse, I think. I know she works in the hospital anyway, and I know that she had to go in and she posted this on Facebook. This is how I know. And I am not so sure if I might be confusing them with somebody else. But I know she had to spend the night in the hospital. I think she's spending the night tonight.
Oh,
as a
okay.
worker, I mean, as a worker.
As a worker.
And so we have another friend who has a car that probably will need a lot of repairs or be totaled. A tree fell on his car. Trees have been reported down in the community. I wish I had some specific information to tell you about them. If you have any specific information, we welcome you to call our number, which is 622-9622. You'll be on the air if you do that number, 622-WOCA. Let's see, what else do we have here? The looter story. Police have arrested nearly a dozen people accused of looting hurricane-shuttered stores around Fort Lauderdale. I bet you there's more than a dozen by now.
Oh, I would think so. That is absolutely horrible. Absolutely.
2 teens were arrested for breaking into homes that were evacuated. The Broward County Sheriff's Office say those 2 teens were arrested in Weston, but there was just a few videos I saw online of people looting, taking shoes out of shoe stores, T-shirts out of T-shirt stores. Uh-huh. Oh, my gosh. People just unbelievable.
It's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely. All they do is live to cause grief to others. They should all be put in jail. Georgia
officials have declared a state of emergency in all counties in that state in preparation of Hurricane Irma, which is making its way up to them. The National Weather Service issued a tropical storm warning for as far north as Atlanta, maybe even up to Memphis, Tennessee. It's the first time Atlanta has ever had a tropical storm warning in the history of the city.
Wow, isn't that something?
Governor Nathan Deal declared a state of emergency in all 159 counties in the state of Georgia, just as our governor did with all of the counties in Florida.
Uh-huh. Which was really a good thing. You explained that to me, so I thought that was marvelous.
A pair of the hurricanes between Harvey and Irma The National Guard has been busy. Let's see. They've got national authorities say that even spread thin, they can react in ways that cut through red tape. B. General Wendell Hagler, Vice Chief of Domestic Operations for the National Guard, said that before the storm hit, that 46,000 National Guardsmen were part of the joint force, and over the weekend they were ramping up preparations along the southeast coast, including Georgia and South Carolina, in order to help out people. So if you see the National Guard around town, that's them helping us.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Thank them. Offer them
Thank them
a
so much.
handshake or something, yeah.
I called my sister yesterday and see how she's doing.
Where's she live?
South Carolina.
Okay. And how's she doing, okay?
She's doing okay.
Well, she was worried about you.
Yes.
Okay.
And I called my niece, Teresa, how she was doing.
And where does she live?
Georgia.
Well, we're kind of all in this one together. Let me take a phone call. The phone rang. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Larry, Robin, and Doug. How are you guys doing this morning?
We're good. How are you?
Fine.
Well, we're just fine, and I joined a bunch of other people that spent the night at Palm Garden making sure that the folks are okay, and I think our staff did just a spectacular job, but we never did lose any power at all, just some flickers.
Really? Do you have a generator
Yeah.
there?
Oh, sure. Yeah, a couple of them.
Okay.
And 7 days supply of food and water for all of the folks and all of the staff. And we have, I think, 5 dogs and 3 cats, I think, on the premises, and a whole bunch of family members and children and, all kinds of people.
We have
Nice.
We have one dog and one Doug on our premises.
Yes, we do.
You have a Doug? That's good.
A
Okay,
dog.
somebody needs to take care of Doug.
Larry does a good job.
We have a
with that.
dog and a Doug. Yeah.
A dog and a Doug.
Yes.
Excellent.
We have both. Yes. And we brought food for both of them too. So.
Oh, very good. We brought snacks, and then the place is feeding all of the staff members and the visitors and volunteers and that sort of thing.
Let me ask you this, Jen. How was the
Yes.
anxiety level? Start with yourself, and then tell me how the residents were handling it from an anxiety point of view.
I had no anxiety at all. I wasn't particularly happy about leaving my husband at home, who I love dearly and had a recent accident, but he's been doing so very, very well that he was in, he had a generator and he was all set and he didn't need me at all. So I really was fine. And as far as the residents were concerned, I'm not aware of any particular anxiety, but I can tell you our life enrichment crew and some of the different volunteers from other departments had rousing games of bingo, and we had a ukulele player from I don't have any idea where. So we kept them busy and occupied, and we had some of the older children join the grandmas and grandpas, so it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Oh, that's
So we had a
fabulous.
hurricane party, really, more than anything. So really, we were fine.
Well, that's good. And what about
Yep.
your neighborhood? How did your neighborhood fare? Where you live?
From what I understand, we lost power at 6:15 last night. And, of course, I don't know that we have power back yet. It'll probably be days, and that's fine. And we have a couple of generators that are being shared amongst the different neighbors. So we are a neighborhood that's sticking together. We live on a cul-de-sac.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah.
All of our neighbors know all of the other neighbors. We've taken in one Harley Davidson and one cat.
There you go.
So,
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, Palm Garden is a little sunken, and it looks like a little lower elevation. Did you get any flooding?
not that I've heard. No, there were 2 wings that could sometimes tend to flood, and we had sandbags and all kinds of stuff in place just in case, but no, we didn't have any of that.
Well,
Nope.
I'm glad you called in, Jen. I've been worried about you, actually. I haven't heard from you in a while, and so I'm glad you fared the storm well, and I'm glad you sound like you're doing good overall.
Overall, doing very well. We have one person down in our department, and so my hours have kind of expanded, and my supervisor has just been, working herself into the ground. So I haven't had a lot of time to call in and so forth, but Palm Garden is always happy to sponsor WOCA and especially Life South, giving the gift of life.
Very good. Hey, Jan, thank you for calling in, and you be careful. We're not done with it yet. Not over till it's over.
That's right. So we will continue to listen to WOCA, the source.
Thank you. Thank you.
You bet.
All
Bye-bye.
Right, I appreciate that call. Okay, that's what I want. I want those kind of calls. I don't want to do anything else this morning but those kind of calls.
Yeah.
Just call in. I want to hear from you. Tell your story. I want to hear what you went through and give us the information that you have. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A hurricane warning remains in effect along with a flash flood watch and numerous flash flood warnings throughout the region. Strong winds will gradually subside later Monday as Irma pulls away. A few lingering showers, even a stray thunderstorm, highs in the upper 70s to mid to upper 80s. Partly cloudy Monday night with a shower or thunderstorm, low 70 to 74. Partly sunny Tuesday, high 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, my name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. Do you have a gout-ridden toe or bowels that move too slow, creaky knees, or how about an asthmatic wheeze? Then acupuncture is sure to please. Come visit me, your primary care physician, Erica Olstein at A Better You Healthcare. Call me at 352-615-5566. That's 352-615-5566.
I'm Jan Marino from Palm Garden of Ocala, and I'd like to tell you about the Palm Garden Way. We promote individual care, of course, but we also encourage GEMS. That's going the extra mile, and these are thoughtful individual gifts that make each guest stay special. A gem could be a daily latte or a new book or something else that means a lot to our guest. To find out more about the Palm Garden Way, take a tour, located on the corner of 27th Avenue and 34th Street in Ocala.
Have you heard of Hyperdirectory? When looking for local businesses, go to hyper.directory. No need for www, no need for .com, just hyper.directory. Connecting customers to local companies when it matters most. Hyperdirectory is your local business directory partnered with the Ocala Chamber and Economic Partnership to bring you trusted local businesses. Keeping Ocala local. Use hyper.directory. No www, not even .com, just hyper.directory. Connecting customers to businesses when it matters most.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better time to get your new career in aviation started today. For more information, call me at Ocala Aviation, 352-861-7484.
19 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. This is the morning after the storm. If you are anywhere in our listening audience, chances are you don't need me to tell you that. Chances are you had a restless night or no sleep at all. Some people are calling it hurricane insomnia. I don't know if you've heard this little rumor going around lately, but
No, have not.
Hurricane insomnia, yeah.
But everybody's up. Everybody was up, and last night, everybody we talked to.
Oh, there was so many people. Yeah. Anyway, so we're kind of doing a different show than we normally do. Normally at this time, Galen Unold is on the phone with us from Life South Community Blood Center, and there is information in the press releases that we received that there is a need for blood. So we'll just take it for what it's worth and go donate blood. Life South is who we always represent here in WOCA, but there is more than one. There is another one called One Blood. It doesn't really matter. Blood is going to be important, and when somebody is in need of blood, there's no other way to get that blood than from a donor. and it's not an overnight thing. It takes, 3 days, I think he says?
Yes. Yep. 3 days.
So, and Palm Garden, Jan, thank you for calling in. They are one of the sponsors, and Penn Flooring is the other one. Penn Flooring, if you've got a flood at home, you're going to need some new flooring, There's just probably no way around it.
Exactly.
Right? Hopefully you don't have a flood, but I think some areas have been flooded. We haven't heard any yet. The other thing is we haven't heard of any sinkholes, and with the sinkholes that opened up a few months ago, it wouldn't surprise me if we didn't have some information about sinkholes as well. And if you fared well after the storm, you're looking at those trees that you were worried about and you lucked out. Do something about them now, because the next storm could be the one that brings that tree down.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of goes without saying, too.
And you had come over to my place and you took care of the branches on my tree. So thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think that was more of an aesthetic thing. I gave the tree a manicure or whatever. Right. By the way, today, of course, is September 11th, and that means it's not only Robin's birthday, but it's also the 16th anniversary of those horrible attacks on the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and the plane that crashed in, was it Shanksville, Robin? Shanksville, Pennsylvania?
Yes. Yep.
It's a day that I hope we never forget. Had we not had a storm, I would have prepared a show all about that pretty much, but the storm kind of is now. The attacks was 16 years ago, but I think we made some mistakes that allowed that attack to happen. You could argue with me about that, and I really don't want to get into that right now. But just remember, there was a story the other day about some of the children that were exposed to some of that dust that came off of the collapsed World Trade Center towers.
Yeah.
And they now would be, if they were 2 back then, they're 18 now. If they were 5 back then, they would be 21 now. And they're having health problems because they were breathing in that stuff.
Yeah, and that's just so sad. It's just so horrible. I mean, gosh, people are still dying from that attack, and you hate to see it with the children.
So there's no hurricane affecting New York right now, and thousands of relatives, survivors, rescuers, and others from the 9/11 attacks of 2001 are expected to gather today at the World Trade Center to remember the deadliest terror attack on American soil. So if you want to watch that, if you have a TV signal, you'll probably be able to watch that ceremony. Each ceremony takes on personal touches. Over the years, some name readers have added messages ranging from the universal, the things we think separate us really don't, we're all part of this one earth, to the very personal, which was I love you and I miss you, go Packers.
There you go. There you go. And they won. They beat the Seahawks, so they were happy yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, my daughter Shannon, she was so happy when they beat the Seahawks yesterday. So life goes on.
Life goes on, yes. I think, in general, so far, I feel very blessed that Ocala seems to have been spared what could have been a horrible night.
Exactly.
It was a scary night, and for some of you, maybe it was a horrible night. We haven't heard all the stories yet. But so far, we haven't heard anything truly devastating. I think the worst I heard so far was a tree that fell on a car, one of our friends. But it's early, and who knows what's happened during the night. There is an information number. I mentioned it. Let me mention it again. And P.S., almost all of the numbers we mentioned are on the WOCA Facebook page, which Robin is the person who takes care of that, make sure that happens. But the phone number, the Citizen Information Line, if you need information regarding the storm, is 369-7500. I did put a call into them to ask if somebody from there could come on the air and tell us if there are any needs that the rest of us can help with. So somebody's supposed to call us back. We'll see. Sometimes that takes a while. 369-7500 is that number. 369-7500. Otherwise, here's a picture right here. Oh, this is John's car. Oh my gosh. A tree limb fell on his car. It does not look like it totaled it, but it definitely needed a new windshield. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Oh my God.
There's his car, yeah. He posted on Facebook that his car was hit by
Absolutely horrible.
Here's another one. Somebody posted a tree that fell in a yard but didn't hit anything. Okay, see, this is why Facebook is really helping with this. The mayor writes, "Good morning, everyone. The police department is working many downed trees. Please stay off the roads until all is safe. Many electrical lines down also. My wife and I stayed at our home last night, and all is well here. I am so thankful for God's protection. I hope everyone is okay." That's from Mayor Kent Gwynn. So,
And we did get a press release just now from the city of Gainesville. They said that a tree fell on a house. Wires were down. Some roadways are blocked. There were no storm-related injuries. Overnight, the Gainesville Electric Utility had 268 incidents, 1,799 calls. There were 38,000 customers without power, but now that number is down to 32,654. There was one house fire, nobody was injured, and there were 2 areas of flooding. So Gainesville has it all under control in case anybody has loved ones in Gainesville.
Our friend Joe says, "Okay, let me inform my neighbors of the small fact that there is no dress code while sitting in your car charging up your cell phone. Boxer shorts and a cup of coffee are perfectly acceptable."
So was he reported? Did they come out and tell him that he was not properly dressed? Oh, that is way too funny.
That is good.
No.
Oh, Mike Fallon posted a few photos of some fallen trees. You hear Mike on WOCA. He comes on every month or so. He brings us the Higher Education Happenings program.
Yep.
So he's got a few look like oak trees that fell down, but they don't look like they hit anything.
And next month, Webster University is having an anniversary, so Mike's coming in next month just for Webster University. So.
Oh, here's one. Here's one with a power line absolutely brought to the ground by a tree.
Oh my God!
There's a power line.
Oh, my
there was
God.
another one where the fence was destroyed. Wonder where this is. This looks like it might be Tuscaloosa Park.
It's really nice, though, that people are posting and people are calling the number because it's always great to be proactive.
Yeah. If there's a down tree, oh my gosh, this tree covers the whole road, crosses the whole road.
Gosh.
If you have any tree downs and you don't think anybody's taking care of it, please call the number that we gave you. I'll read it to you again and report it. If you call the Sheriff's Office non-emergency line, 732-9111, they can get the people informed who need to be informed. The Sheriff's Office is actually conducting some chainsaw teams as well. They've got 11 teams, they said. 11 teams. 100, let me go back to the information regarding how many people are without power.
Okay.
I think it was up to 121,000. That's a lot of people. Fox News called this morning to get us to talk a little bit about what happened here.
And you did. They asked you questions, and
I had
your voice.
whatever information I had. 121,000 customers of electricity are without electricity right now from Hurricane Irma.
Gosh.
I keep wanting to say Hurricane Irma. Hurricane insomnia. That's what you call it.
There you go.
Hurricane insomnia. If I'm slurring my words, it's because I feel like I didn't sleep much.
Yeah, we did not. No, but it was fun. Dan and Missy were here.
I know I didn't.
Yeah, you were watching Hogan's Heroes. Huh?
Yes, but the thing is, what you were saying, I don't know what it is, but I'll be back on the air in a few minutes.
Go, Joe.
You better do the ID. You didn't do the ID.
This is WOCA.
Ocala.
1370.
You gotta say
Ocala.
There you go.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
How would you like to win a new home and make a difference for Hospice of Marion County, the only not-for-profit hospice in the county? On Top of the World and Hospice are offering you a chance to win a brand new home right here in Ocala. All proceeds benefit Hospice of Marion County. Purchase your raffle entries for a chance to win a brand new home for only $100 at homefreeprize.com. The more you buy, the better your chance of winning. For complete rules and regulations and to purchase your entries, visit homefreeprize.com. That's homefreeprize.com. Certain restrictions apply. Must be 18 years of age or older to enter. Visit homefreeprize.com for complete rules and regulations.
All prizes donated. No purchase or contribution is necessary to win. Random drawing to be supervised by an independent auditor and held at 6 p.m. on November 2nd, 2017 at Circle Square Cultural Center, Hospice of Marion County, 3231 Southwest 34th Avenue, Ocala, Florida, 34474. Visit homefreeprize.com for complete rules and regulations.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know, it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
Hurricane Irma visited Ocala through the night and left downed trees, flooded streets, and more than 100,000 people without electricity in Marion County alone. Marion County Sheriff's deputies were already helping remove fallen trees using chainsaws hours before Hurricane Irma made a direct hit on Marion County. Social media connected many of those in the community who were reporting power outages and posting photos and videos of the wind, the rain, and the damage. More than 5 million homes and businesses were without electricity in the state. Authorities are encouraging residents to stay where you are unless it is absolutely necessary that you travel, even if the weather looks improved. The reason for the cautious approach to getting things back to normal is because of the potential for unreported downed power lines. If you come across a fallen power line, call 911. Do not attempt to touch any power lines or drive over them. Always assume that every power line is energized. Also, stay away from standing water and debris, which could also potentially conceal a live wire. Additional recommendations are to turn off your circuit breakers, disconnect all electrical appliances that are still plugged in, and turn off all wall switches immediately. If your roof or windows leak, water in your walls and ceiling may come into contact with electrical wiring. Remember to never stand in water while operating switches or unplugging any electrical device. Also, be sure to store food on shelves that will be safely out of the way of contaminated water in case of flooding. Obtain block ice or dry ice to keep your refrigerator as cold as possible if the power is going to be out for a prolonged period of time. 50 pounds of dry ice should be able to keep a normal-sized freezer cold for about 2 days. Additionally, If you are in a flooded area or you are aware of a flooded area, please report it to authorities. Our efforts as residents to help the various agencies do their jobs is going to be very important. To report road flooding in Marion County, call 671-8686. Within the city limits of Ocala, call 629-CITY. If you're in the city limits of Bellevue and you see a flood, report that flood to 245-7021. And if you're in Dunellen, the number to call to report a flood is 465-8590. For non-emergency police assistance, call the Marion County Sheriff's Office at 732-9111, or in Ocala, the Ocala Police Department at 369-7070. In Bellevue, non-emergency calls should be made to the Bellevue Police Department at 245-7044, and the phone number for the Dunellen Police Department for non-emergencies is 465-8510. And of course, all emergency calls should be made to 911. Call us here at WOCA The Source at 732-8000 if you need any of those numbers repeated, or if you need an address or any other information that we may have that will help you after the storm. We are WOCA The Source, your emergency alert station.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A hurricane warning remains in effect, along with a flash flood watch and numerous flash flood warnings throughout the region. Strong winds will gradually subside later Monday as Irma pulls away. A few lingering showers, even a stray thunderstorm, highs the upper 70s to mid to upper 80s. Partly cloudy Monday night with a shower or thunderstorm, low 70 to 74. Partly sunny Tuesday, high 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
All right, 24 minutes before 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. If you're a regular listener, you know that normally at this time we do a segment called News Bites, during which we read the news and don't offer any commentary. However, the fact that we just went through a whole night of waiting for a hurricane to pass over, we have changed the way we're doing the show this morning. You probably aren't hearing us on the radio. From what I hear, the signal is intermittent, and so as a listener, you probably don't want to hear that. So if you're listening to us, thank you for doing that. You're probably listening on your computer or some kind of a tablet or something, because we're doing the streaming seems to be working. So we've got the camera aimed outside the window. It doesn't show much. It looks like a normal breezy day, and that's pretty much what's to be expected. It's a big relief that it's behind us now. I know it was probably true for everybody here.
Yeah, it is, very much so.
So what I thought I would do, I do have some news stories. I will read them.
Okay.
And offer opinion. I didn't do what I normally do, Rob, and I have them all myself. So
okay.
But I'll just read them and then see if you have any opinions on them.
Okay.
Just kind of the way Joe and Dan like to do this segment.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see what I can get here. I'm looking for the latest stuff. It's interesting how the whole rest of the country is okay. Florida is kind of in the bullseye this time. Although you must admit, we do not have anywhere near the problems that Houston got, huh?
Oh, no. But then you also have the fires out in California, too,
right,
and you got to
right.
feel for them being out there. So it's every community has their own set of troubles at some time.
The first one from Tampa, a weakened but still dangerous Hurricane Irma pushed inland this morning as it hammered Florida with roof-ripping winds and gushing floodwaters that created hazards even for emergency personnel trying to help beleaguered residents. Irma continued its slog north along Florida's western coast, while its outer bands pushed into Georgia. With rough conditions persisting across the peninsula, many communities in the storm's wake feared what destruction would be revealed when daylight came. And so far, knock on granite, we've done pretty good here in Marion County. I know not completely good. I did see photos of trees down, and you're welcome to call to tell us of anything that you might have experienced, even if it's nothing, if you made it through the night.
And that's a blessing.
Let me find another story. Let's see. There was a Texas shooting. Let's see what I have here. Out of Plano, Texas. Police say 8 people, including the suspect, were shot to death 8 people and the suspect shot to death at a home in Plano yesterday evening. Police say the incident happened at a home in a neighborhood on West Spring Creek Parkway. Plano Police PIO David Tilley says officers responded to the residence after 8 p.m. last night. According to police, an officer also fatally shot the suspect in the deadly shooting. He actually heard gunshots, and that's when he made entry into the house. That's when he observed several victims inside, then engaged the suspect, and that's when he shot him. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. People are crazy.
I know they are. Absolutely.
As much is going on in the world that you can't control, at least you should be able to control yourself.
Certainly.
Oh my gosh, this is a sad story. Former Fox News host Eric Bolling's only child, 19-year-old Eric Chase Bolling, was found dead Friday evening. Bolling tweeted about his son's death Saturday afternoon. Adrienne and I are devastated by the loss of our beloved son Eric Chase last night. Details still unclear. Thoughts, prayers appreciated, he wrote. Wow.
It's always so sad when a person loses their child.
Yeah.
Very sad.
What else do we have in the news here? Got a sports one. Doug, you know about sports, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. It says the New York Giants lost to the Dallas Cowboys. Did you know that?
I heard about it. Yes.
It says here the Seattle Seahawks lost to, do you know what team they played?
I did not even see that either.
There's my hint. I'm pointing to Robin.
Robin.
There's my hint. I'm pointing to Robin. What team would Robin be rooting for?
Oh, Green Bay.
There you go. They won 17-9.
That's right. Shannon was so.
Do you want to read it? Do you want me to tell you any other scores?
Go Packers.
Give me a team that you like. I'll tell you what they did. How they did.
Jacksonville.
Jaguars?
Yeah.
They won.
Hey.
29-7. They played the Houston Texans.
All right.
There you go. So that's as much of a sports guy as I'm going to be. That's as much as I'm going to be. Let's see. Got another story here about the remembrance of the September 11, 2001 attacks.
That's the one I was going to add something to.
Well, let me read what it says here.
Okay.
This is an essay, and this is what it says. On September 11th, 2001, I was in school in downtown Manhattan. It was my second day of 7th grade. My classroom was just 3 blocks away from the World Trade Center, separated from those iconic buildings only by a highway and a few sidewalks. Sometime that morning, we students were ushered down to the cafeteria and told not to stop at our lockers. We were all speculating about what was going on, but at that point, I remember I was not afraid, not yet. Then some kids who had working radios on their portable CD players relayed the news, telling us all that 2 planes had hit the Twin Towers. When the bomb squad burst through the doors, along with droves of hysterical parents crying and screaming, I knew my parents wouldn't be among them. They were still at their far-away jobs. I spotted Anne and her son Charles, who I walked to school with every day, and I instinctively hustled over to them, knowing they could get me home so I wouldn't have to evacuate to wherever the other kids were going. Outside the school building, the burning smell instantly stung our nostrils. Our eyes burned, the buildings vomited, paper and people. Good choice of words right there. The crowds were crushing, and it was almost impossible to move, but we had one objective: get home to the east side of Lower Manhattan to our neighborhood, which was also just 3 blocks away from the World Trade Center. But police on the west side kept refusing to let us through, directing us uptown only. We watched a movie the other day about a kid whose father died in the World Trade Center.
Yes.
Tom Hanks played the father.
Yeah, he did.
It was a good movie. What was it called?
Excellent movie. I can't remember
Loud and
I can't recall the name of the movie, but it was very good.
All right, we are having a different kind of a morning because we had a different kind of a night last night. We are hoping that you are okay. We are inviting you to participate in the radio show by calling us, and we'll do our best to give you information you might need. If you don't want to sit around listening to the radio to get a phone number, don't worry. You can call us here at our phone number, 732-8000, and we'll give you whatever information we have that you might need. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A hurricane warning remains in effect, along with a flash flood watch and numerous flash flood warnings throughout the region. Strong winds will gradually subside later Monday as Irma pulls away. A few lingering showers, even a stray thunderstorm, highs in the upper 70s to mid to upper 80s. Partly cloudy Monday night with a shower or thunderstorm, low 70 to 74. Partly sunny Tuesday, high 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Are you in need of custom screen printing, embroidery, or promotional items? Then look no further and come visit the brand new Legacy Team Sales. LTS is conveniently located off 17th Street next to Armstrong Homes in beautiful Ocala. We offer the best prices and highest quality products for your company, team, school, or nonprofit. Whether looking for screen printed shirts, embroidered polos, or travel team uniforms, you'll be sure to find it at Legacy Team Sales. Come visit our new 27,000 square foot facility. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff will assist you in every part of your custom purchase. LTS carries the hottest brands in the industry like Under Armour, Russell, Mizuno, Asics, Badger Sports, Gildan, Pacific, Ogio, and many more. At LTS, screen printing embroidery is done in-house and we guarantee customer satisfaction. Stop by, give us a call, or check us out on the web at shoplts.com. Remember the name, LTS.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
If you or a loved one is suffering with knee, shoulder, neck, back pain, or tennis elbow and would like to learn how to get out of pain, go to Regenetic.com. Then listen in on the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to the people that give you the regenerative medical solutions to your pain. Regenetic. First and third Thursdays, 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source. Regenetic.com.
This is the beat of a normal heart. Now this is the beat of a heart of someone who just snorted or injected or smoked methamphetamine. Why? For a high. And this is what happens to that normal heartbeat. It's irregular, it's racing, it's why it's called speed, and it can do bizarre things to our heads. It can make us aggressive and violent. We can start hallucinating and end up doing some serious damage to people. Call 1-8888-NO-METH today for more information on methamphetamine. That's 1-8888-NO-METH.
A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free Florida and America.
All right, 12 minutes before 9 o'clock, 72 degrees. You want to know the weather? You're not going to complain about the weather again, are you? There's a 24% chance we'll see rain today. Hopefully you're doing well out there. I know that this radio signal is not the best right now. It's intermittent at best. If you're listening online, thank you for doing that. Otherwise, we just hope you're safe. If you want to share your story, we welcome you to do that as well. One thing, I was looking at the window here at the palm trees, and I noticed that all of the brown palm fronds are gone. This is nature's way of trimming the junk off of the trees.
Exactly.
Right? This is nature.
Exactly.
You see them; they're all down there on the hedges. See, all the old ones are down there.
Yeah, because we keep looking at those trees every day. It's like, well, when are they going to fall? Some that are still stuck up there, though. I see a couple that are stuck that have.
And the other two is like inside, underneath, over there.
Oh, they fell onto the sidewalk?
Here.
Right.
But inside.
Right, I see it. Yeah.
Over in that corner.
Yeah.
And some of them are on top.
That's where you go to smoke, right?
Occasionally.
Yeah, we go to smoke out in that area.
Let's see what else we have in the news. NASCAR news, Richmond, Virginia. The Federated Auto Parts 400 was a pretty uneventful race through the first half, but relatively early in the third stage, the strangest thing happened. Austin Dillon appeared to spin out Danica Patrick, and a yellow caution flag was thrown, but that's not it. As the drivers slowed down and circled the track, they prepared to hit pit road. Totally inexplicably, an ambulance was on the track's apron and came to a stop right in front of the entrance to the pit road. Multiple cars were forced to swerve to avoid it and hit each other. And unfortunately for him, playoff hopeful Matt Kenseth, number 20 Toyota, suffered enough damage that his race was over. Clint Boyer's number 14 Ford was also damaged, but he was able to stay out. Wow, why was there an ambulance out? And no one, not even Kenseth, was, after he was cleared from the infield medical care center, could make any sense of it. Why did the ambulance stop? Why was it even on the track in the first place?
Exactly.
Patrick Spinning was the initial reason for the caution, but she did not appear to make contact with the wall and did not exit the race, so clearly she was fine and didn't need an ambulance. Well, there you go. There's your NASCAR story of the
A
day.
new driver, overzealous. He didn't wait till, however they normally wait for
Yeah.
the outcome.
That's good to laugh about.
Let's see, what else do we have? An insensitive ESPN announcer.
Okay.
ESPN announcer Steve Levy did not have his best moment Saturday night. Levy, a host turned play-by-play announcer, was on the call for the Clemson-Auburn game. Clemson quarterback Kelly Bryant went down with a potential injury in the second quarter, though he returned on the team's next drive to lead Clemson to a touchdown. Levy, reflecting on Bryant's return from what initially appeared to be a serious injury, said, quote, the quarterback was DeAndre Francoising Bryant, which was his way of saying he was writing Bryant off for the season with an injury.
Oh, gosh.
Who cares?
Oh, sports guys do.
Sports guys care.
Sports guys care.
Yeah. All right. Doug, do you care about that stuff? A
Um,
little bit?
what now?
You care about it a little bit?
Yes, I do.
All right. Let's see what else we have here. Equifax got hacked. Equifax.
Yeah, that's huge. That is absolutely huge.
After Equifax revealed that sensitive data on 2 of every 5 Americans was exposed in a cyber attack, thousands logged onto the company website to see if they were at risk. For many, the site didn't work at first, but for those who got through, a nasty surprise was waiting. If your data had been stolen, Equifax offered a free year of credit monitoring known as Trusted ID Premier, but some fine print may also mean that consumers who agree would be giving up the right to sue over many types of damages related to the massive penetration. Wow.
Isn't that something?
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Tricky.
Very tricky, yeah. Don't sign anything. Get your attorney first.
Tricky.
Tricky, dog. Just tricky.
Sneaky.
Miss America was crowned. Let's see who she is.
Yeah.
In Atlantic City, New Jersey, Miss North Dakota, a 23-year-old who said President Donald Trump was wrong to pull the United States out of the Paris Climate Accord, was named Miss America 2018 last night in Atlantic City. Cara Mund topped a field of 51 contestants to win the crowd in the New Jersey seaside resort where most of the 97 Miss Americas have been selected. Doug, have you ever wanted to compete in the Miss America contest?
I will be the ugliest one in there.
Let me ask you something. Are you a good ventriloquist? Can you talk with your mouth closed?
Yes, I am.
Just curious. All right, the next story is from is about Mike Hodge. Mike Hodge, the actor, has died at the age of 70.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Mike Hodge, who appeared in recurring roles on Law and Order and Law and Order Special Victims Unit, and was the president of the Screen Actors Guild AFTRA's New York chapter, died Saturday night at the age of 70.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I don't see that show.
Who was the actor, Robin, that I got a picture of you with from when we went to Chattanooga? He was a tall guy. It was like he played a doctor in something.
Yeah,
I think.
he was all of the women, as soon as he came in the room and they heard he was there, they just
What's his
they
name?
just bolted toward him.
Was his name a color, like green or brown or something like that?
Might have been. I can't even remember.
Does that sound familiar?
I didn't even know who he was, but all the other women were just like, "Oh, he's here," and they just, there was just like a a scourge of women toward this guy.
Yeah, he was a hot for them. They were hot for him, I should say.
Yeah, I can't recall the name of the show he's on, but they were hot for him.
All right, so early yesterday morning, Bill Weir, a veteran CNN correspondent, was talking to the anchor, Chris Cuomo, in the middle of a live shot in Key Largo. He could barely stand up straight in the lashing winds of Hurricane Irma. At one point, he was nearly blown over by a gust. A video of the incident spread on social media criticizing it. Say, why do these news networks feel the need to put these reporters out there? Another said this is not safe. Lead by example. Others pointed out that reporters were standing in conditions that they were advising residents to stay out of. Even Mr. Cuomo acknowledged the criticism. There is strong argument to be made that standing in a storm is not a smart thing to do. It's good TV, though.
It is. And those reporters, they don't want to be behind the scenes. They have an audience that, looks forward to seeing them on TV and hearing them and watching them report. And, those reporters are out there to keep others safe. So, you can't keep them inside or down.
Yeah, I think it's like sports is a business, TV is a business.
Yeah.
And so you do what you can to get people to watch and to continue watching.
Exactly.
And I was watching this guy. He was very entertaining to watch.
Certainly.
I did too, actually, because when they're out there reporting anything about Hurricane Irma, whatever, they'll all want some greenbacks. And
some greenbacks.
Well, actually, they're putting their lives on the line.
Right.
For all of us. They should get them awards to being good-hearted and trustworthy men.
There you go. All right. Disney World closed because of Hurricane Irma. It's very rare that they actually close for a storm.
Very rare.
But they did.
Very rare.
There you go. Well, how many people were planning? Like yesterday was their big day. and they had to close, had to change their plans.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very rare. I'm sure they must have had some kind of activities in the resorts that the people stayed at.
All right, we're doing a different kind of a show this morning because it was a different kind of a night last night. Doug Smith is with us, our good friend. Robin's daughter's dog is with us, a good dog.
He is. He's sleeping right now.
His name is Cosmo. How old is Cosmo?
14 and a half.
14. And you took him out in the windy, rainy weather during the night to go out a couple times?
Oh, yeah, I had to. Had to take care of the dog.
I know, Doug, you went out a couple times to smoke. You had a good time out there with that
yes.
cigar. What?
Us Floridians.
Yes.
Like you and me, Larry.
Right. What about Robin?
And Robin.
Uh-huh.
And, well, actually, she came from Green Bay.
You came from Long Island.
Wisconsin.
Right, you came from Long Island.
Yes. What I was going to say was what you mentioned about the towers.
Right.
On the September 11th.
Right.
That's the year of my grandmother's death.
Oh, okay. Your grandma died in 2001?
Yes.
All right. Well, she's been gone 16 years, that means.
Right.
All right. We will take a little break. We'll be right back. Not sure what we're doing, but we'll be back.
Weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A hurricane warning remains in effect along with a flash flood watch and numerous flash flood warnings throughout the region. Strong winds will gradually subside later Monday as Irma pulls away. A few lingering showers, even a stray thunderstorm, highs the upper 70s to mid to upper 80s. Partly cloudy Monday night with a shower or thunderstorm, low 70 to 74. Partly sunny Tuesday, high 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
96.3 FM.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Hurricane Irma visited Ocala through the night and left downed trees, flooded streets, and more than 100,000 people without electricity in Marion County alone. Marion County Sheriff's deputies were already helping remove fallen trees using chainsaws hours before Hurricane Irma made a direct hit on Marion County. Social media connected many of those in the community who were reporting power outages and posting photos and videos of the wind, the rain, and the damage. More than 5 million homes and businesses were without electricity in the state. Authorities are encouraging residents to stay where you are unless it is absolutely necessary that you travel, even if the weather looks improved. The reason for the cautious approach to getting things back to normal is because of the potential for unreported downed power lines. If you come across a fallen power line, call 911. Do not attempt to touch any power lines or drive over them. Always assume that every power line is energized. Also, stay away from standing water and debris, which could also potentially conceal a live wire. Additional recommendations are to turn off your circuit breakers, disconnect all electrical appliances that are still plugged in, and turn off all wall switches immediately. If your roof or windows leak, water in your walls and ceiling may come into contact with electrical wiring. Remember to never stand in water while operating switches or unplugging any electrical device. Also, be sure to store food on shelves that will be safely out of the way of contaminated water in case of flooding. Obtain block ice or dry ice to keep your refrigerator as cold as possible if the power is going to be out for a prolonged period of time. 50 pounds of dry ice should be able to keep a normal-sized freezer cold for about 2 days. Additionally, if you are in a flooded area or you are aware of a flooded area, please report it to authorities. Our efforts as residents to help the various agencies do their jobs is going to be very important. To report road flooding in Marion County, call 671-8686. Within the city limits of Ocala, call 629-CITY. If you're in the city limits of Bellevue and you see a flood, report that flood to 245-7021. And if you're in Dunellen, the number to call to report a flood is 465-8590. For non-emergency police assistance, call the Marion County Sheriff's Office at 732-9111, or in Ocala, the Ocala Police Department at 369-7070. In Bellevue, non-emergency calls should be made to the Bellevue Police Department at 245-7044, and the phone number for the Dunellen Police Department for non-emergencies is 465-8510. And of course, all emergency calls should be made to 911. Call us here at WOCA The Source at 732-8000 if you need any of those numbers repeated, or if you need an address or any other information that we may have that will help you after the storm. We are WOCA The Source, your emergency alert station.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
It's the end of the fiscal year, and that means budget cuts and number crunching. Now's the time of the year you're evaluating your expenses, planning your budget, and finding ways to save money and increase efficiency to maximize profits. Dex Imaging understands and delivers. Call Dex Imaging today for a free document management evaluation. Cutting your office expenses is as easy as calling Dex Imaging. 352-266-0333. Start saving money today and increase your bottom line with Dex Imaging. Imaging. Printers, copiers, and fax machines that increase office productivity and save you money. No one understands your bottom line better. Call Dex Imaging today, 352-266-0333, or check them out on the web at deximaging.com. That's DEXimaging.com. Or call 352-266-0333 for your free document management evaluation today.
Pay your taxes, eat your vegetables, watch your weight, mow the lawn, clean the house. We all have stuff we don't want to do. Isn't it about time you did something you wanted to do? Like getting your pilot's license?
At Ocala Aviation, they make it fun and easy, and you can start by taking one of their Discovery flights. For only $99, you get to go up in the airplane with an FAA-certified flight instructor and actually fly the plane yourself. It's a perfect way to see if flying is for you. And once you get that ultimate feeling of freedom, Ocala Aviation can train you to get your pilot's license. Ocala Aviation also offers commercial flight training for those looking to make a career change and enter the world of commercial aviation. Ocala Aviation is conveniently located at the Ocala International Airport. So if you're ready to start your adventure, stop by or give them a call today. 861